So Steve and I are out here today changing oil in my Q. And you might say, Cody, why are you changing oil in the Q? You've already done a video on it, that one. Well, today we're going to try something new. I ordered this guy. This is the, as it is claimed, the most over-engineered filter, or most over-engineered funnel you will ever buy is by a company called Dark Additive. And when you order them, it comes specific. As you can see, Nissan, they've got Honda, Toyota, I think they've got like Subaru, just about anything you can think of. So I'm going to tell you about it, and then we will go through that. I did not get this free. I paid for this. So first thing you can see, you can get it about, I think there's like 7 or 8 colors. This one is called Purple Drink. It is 3D printed. It does have a cap on both ends that are threaded. The top one is a carbon fiber print. The bottom one is just regular. Inside, it is actually spiraled, as if you can see down in there. The other thing is cool, it has these air vents around it. That way it will actually let the air burp itself. That way it doesn't back up. If you saw my Chevy Trax video, that car's really bad because it has a really shallow valve cover. And the other cool thing is it's threaded right here. Put it in like such, and it actually threads itself in. You don't have to hold it, it doesn't tip, doesn't do anything. So once it gets done draining, I get my filter changed. I've got my regular oil, and I'm going to put it to the test. I got STP oil treatment, which is normally about a 30 weight. We're going to put about 2 quarts of that in, see how it does. Put this in, see how it works. We'll go from there. And then also you can opt for this magnetic holder. And I'll show you why I got the magnetic holder. It's pretty cool. But there's one thing I'm going to do with the magnetic holder. I will show you a little trick that I'm going to try with this. One thing that if I was going to run a shop and I was going to buy these, I would keep, like, Honda would be yellow, Nissan would be purple, Subaru would be green. And something else I would like to do is I may take, me and Steve, take a little bit of white paint and paint these letters. That way it's higher visibility. It's the only complaint I've got about the thing so far. But like I said, once I get done underneath there, we'll start on the top. We'll see how it does. Steve's getting rid of the old oil. Got the filter changed. One thing I did here was I threaded it on. Put the cap back on. Keep a little bit of contaminants or stuff in the air, bugs or whatever from going in. You can still get some dust in through there, but keep the big stuff out. So what I'm going to do is take the cap off. What we'll do is I'm going to set you guys down. Right there. Actually going in a lot faster than all my other funnels. One thing I noticed is that it has a lip on it. You can't see it, but the way this lip is designed, stuff that hits it rolls back inside versus on the outside. And it's really hard to see. I can't really show you all, but it does spiral some. As it goes down in there, you can see the spiral actually spiraling a little bit. I know it's probably hard for you all to see, but okay, that's about half of that. So now we'll get the thick stuff and see how it does. I really don't have an opinion on this stuff or Lucas or anything like that. I've never had it make a huge difference in a car in terms of like oil longevity or noise or whatever. I'm a firm believer more mystery oil, but the reason I got this is it's like thick. This stuff's like 30 weight, and I want to see how it does with thick oil. That was 5W20. So let's see how it does. It's going in a lot faster than it normally does. I think those air holes might be helping. It's doing pretty good with this thick stuff. You can see the spiral effect a lot better with the thick stuff. So what I'm going to do, one thing that's good here, since this is secured, you can dump the bottle, let it go. This isn't going to go anywhere. One thing I was worried about was if it backed up a little bit, if it would come back out these holes. But I think you'd have to have it backed up all the way up into here and enough to go up back past it. So we'll let that drain for a little while. It's almost done. Drain for a minute and we'll put the rest of it in. Okay, we've let it basically get down to there's nothing left. I'll throw the lid back on this, put it in my recycling, and then we will put the last 2 quarts of oil, or however much is left there. I wasn't being specific. Looks like about 2.5 quarts in here. This doesn't compare in terms of speed to the huge filter me and Steve tested out, but I do enjoy the fact that this is threaded and stable, and I don't have to worry about holding it or it falling over. If you've ever been changing oil and a funnel fall out of the filler neck, you know the pain. So I'm going to let this, try and get this let that dribble for a sec. We got that done. I'm going to show you a little trick here that I've Steve, I need your assistance.
What's that?
I need you to hold this right here. Since I don't have anything metal to stick it to.
Oh, you want to pour it back in here?
Nope, just hold that right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I don't have anything metal to stick this to, so Steve's going to be my wall. Pretend Steve's a wall, or a cabinet. You could stick this metal holder onto a wall over your jug. You take the funnel out like such, unthread it. You can take it, drop it like this, let it sit overnight, and it will just, all those drops of oil, instead of going on your floor or wherever, will just go back in the jug, as you can see. So just put this, I'm going to put it on the side of my tool chest or wherever. It will just drip back in there. And when it's done, you can wipe it off, put the cap back on. I know that that's not going to be like, you're not going to save any oil or whatever, but you'll save some mess. It's less about getting the oil to reuse or whatever. Now another good thing would be if you had a car like Mindy's Civic that only takes 4, you could keep a quart of oil in here. Next time, do that. Pour the quart of oil into here and just keep combining them. Eventually you'll get a free oil change, but that's why I bought that. Well, so that way I can stick it there and just let the funnel, gravity, and the magnet do its job. So I really like this funnel. Like I said, it doesn't compare to that big one me and Steve did that took like what, like 17 or 18 seconds to put a whole 5 quarts in. But the fact that it's threaded for this or the Z or the 240, that's awesome. And the little thing makes it nice. Plus you got your cap and your other cap over there. So I would buy one of these. I may buy a Honda one because Mindy's got a Honda and she's talking about buying another Honda. Trying to talk her into a new Integra. But yeah, I'd recommend one of these. Pick one up. Follow Dark Additive on Instagram. Like every time there's a holiday, I got mine on 4th of July, he'll run like a 10% off sale. He's got some really cool parts for Miatas too. So thanks.